Another week, another video complaining about gacha publishers that I personally heavily dislike. Hello the internets, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic is going to be on All Fighting, a gacha game coming out next week. Before we go into this video, super important, just because I'm complaining and I'm telling you XYZ about the gacha game means really nothing. If you are interested in the game, if you like the characters and how they look, if you are interested on the world and how it visually presents itself, because it's pretty cool with the voxel world, with the 2D characters. The combat is kind of mid, but it is whatever, right? If you're interested, try the game yourself. Just because I'm here talking negatively about something doesn't mean you should not give a try or a chance to the game, right? That out of the way, because I think I need to always say it. Let's talk about why I heavily dislike this publisher and why you should be careful whenever you decide to play All Fighting. For some context into what All Fighting is, alright, it's a game that has been in development for 6 years, if not more. It came out, I think, this year in CN, if not at the end of last year, whatever it was. And I made the video going over some of the posts and some of the development hell that they were into right here a month ago. If you guys are interested, go check that video. The opinion remains the same for this video, by the way. I think you should not spend money on All Fighting. And the reason is pretty simple. Last time we were talking about how this game was in development hell for 6+ years. Then when it came out, the reception was pretty negative in CN, where people were calling them out for blatantly, just doing basically a rip-off of a lot of the systems for Genshin Impact, but applying it to this 2D, 2.5D action combat gacha, right? That was the initial launch. After the launch, it was a little bit better. They corrected a few things. They changed the gacha, so it got a bit better. The problem is that this is a publisher, Gemu Games, right? Gemu Games, right there, that they have posted another 2 games where they have already changed the rewards global gets. Both Haze River and LP's Falling Star were games that Gemu Games made worse in global, and they knew they were doing it because the reasoning, as they said on a post for LP's Falling Star, was because they wanted to make the experience better for global players. And to make the experience better, you got half the rewards the other servers were getting. You were not able, and you are not able even to this day, to get premium currency or free skins that the other servers can get, and your experience is 10 times worse, but the excuse is it's to make the experience better for everyone. This is a publisher that, so far, both Haze River and LPs shafted the global version. They gave less rewards. You guys have plenty of videos and posts going over it and showing it, right? Now, that's the first concern with All Fighting. I do believe that for All Fighting, they are actually not gonna be doing this. And you might be thinking, damn, Sefhi, why are you trusting this company suddenly? I am not trusting them. The problem is that if you go to the Chinese platform right now on Bilibili, which is the OG version of this game that has been out for a while, it has a 6.7 right now rating out of 10, which is whatever. But if you go, and let me refresh the page so you guys see this. If you go to the news tab on this Bilibili game, there is no updates for a couple months already on this game. 0 updates. They have been making super small, not even quality of life, like server stabilization updates, if you want to call them that, and reusing banners. Oh, okay, perfect. Now it's not going to be wanting to load. There we go. So if you go into here, this is the page for the Bilibili game. Okay, you're going to the 3rd tab. This is the reviews right here, and this is the actual updates themselves. All right. So if we come here to the 3rd tab, you will see that 430 small fixed, 423 small fixed, 416, 49, 49, 49. All of this is small updates. This is not new banners. This is not new. This is not new stuff, right? And as you can see, they have not been introducing anything almost since the game came out. Like, they published the game, made like a banner or 2, and then didn't introduce a single update, new characters, or actual stuff. And if you go to the comments and you translate most of these comments, they are actually gonna be saying, oh, just stay in here until the last minute. It turns out that this has been the open beta all along. Now there is not even maintenance compensation. When does the server EOS expire? In your situation, where did you even get the energy to open the external service for the purchases? When was the last event? The game is still alive. Did the boss personally make the announcement? We made difficult decision. Again, that is nothing. If you go here, the updates is experience optimization, stickers, some textures, some character maps and NPCs, textures for items and collectibles, and then reruns for all of these things. There is no new updates for a couple months already. And as you can guess, if we go by obvious things, if the game is already half dead in China, Gemu Games cannot make new content. They cannot create new content. This is going to be the same situation as Mirror and Star Legends. For those of you who don't know, Mirror and Star Legends was originally called Millennium Elf Tour, and obviously the best publisher picked this up for global, Crunchyroll. And Crunchyroll, this game was already dead in China when they picked it up and when they announced they were bringing it to global. So they could not make new content. And what happened? Well, obviously, after 9 months, they went EOS because they could not update anything. So everything we've talked already, if we put it together, right? Gemu Games is a company that consistently shoved global games. A game that is already dead or semi-dead in China, where the player reception is awful because there is no new events, no new characters for a couple months already, and there is no work for the developer. Paired with this amazing publisher, I think it's safe to say you guys can try the game, you guys can enjoy the game, absolutely, but I would never spend money on a game like this. Never. This company has consistently proven they don't care about the global market, and sadly, as much as I was looking out for this game, because this was a game I was waiting for a couple of years, back when it was called Ring of Fire, before it was even called Prometheus. Sadly, this game was for too long on development hell, and it seems that it was not profitable for the developers, and it's going to be having the same fate, most likely, as Black Bacon, right? Nothing else. So, once again, if you guys want to try the game, feel free to try it, enjoy the game, never just because of these videos, stop playing the game. Or if it does feel you could enjoy this game, try it for yourself and see if you like it. What I'm just trying to say is that this company does not deserve money for the global market because they've never treated the global market like they treat every single other server and player. All that jabbing aside, that's basically everything for this video. It's just a shorter one going over both Alfighting and also Gemu Games and the current situation on the Chinese server. Once again, if you guys want to check this for yourself, type billygame.com. You guys can scroll down here, open any of these rankings, doesn't matter which one. You will go to the popularity rankings on Bilibili, go to new, and I'm pretty sure if you scroll down enough on the new games, you will be able to still find Prometheus at the top 20 right now. And you guys can check for yourselves by translating, right-click, translate to English on your browser. Alright, that's it. That's everything for this video. Once again, this is coming out this week. If you guys are interested on trying it for yourself, do try it, but be careful and obviously do not fall for FOMO for a company like this. I will be downloading the Chinese version later this week so we can compare with the global server to see if there's any changes made by Gemu Games. As usual, we're also live every single day. You guys have the links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, dinner dates, and I'll see you in the next one.